Hey guys, this is MsRecentlyRhonda. Please subscribe to my channel as well as my blog. The links are below. I'm going to tell you guys about my move from New York to Las Vegas and what kind of a fucking nightmare it was. And it's going to be a pretty long story, so please bear with me. And you know what? I'm fucking tired right now. I've had less than an hour's sleep. I had meetings all day. I'm in this stupid lady suit. I look like a hot mess. I know. And I don't need any more of your hate mail. And that's the only reason why I'm doing this effing video right now, because I'm so sick of the hate mail. Haters, jerks. I don't got shit to do. Anyways, so I'm going to start way in the beginning of when I decided to move to Vegas. So me and my girlfriends came out for a girls' weekend. This was like a couple weekend. It was like the first weekend in March. So we came out, and I had never been to Vegas, and it was like 4 of us girls. It was me, a girl, and 3 girlfriends of mine. One was a good friend of mine. The other one was also a good friend of mine, and then she brought her friend. So that's kind of how it went. So we came, and we actually stayed with this guy that worked for my company, who was actually a district sales manager in Las Vegas. And we would talk on the phone all the time. So like, you get to know someone after 3 years and talking to them 5 days a week. You're not talking about work anymore. You gotta shoot the shit with these people, because you're just gonna go crazy. So we went out for a girls' weekend. Shit hit the fan. It was bananas. We had an awesome time and whatnot. I'll get into that story a different time, because that'll just take too long. So I come back, and me and the district sales manager had been talking for a while, and I was like, I just need to fucking leave this place. Like, I fucking hate it. You need to get me out of Albany. Albany sucks. So I told him, I said, either I work for you or I don't work for this company anymore. It's as simple as that. I just can't do it anymore. So he went up to bat for me the way nobody has ever gone up to bat for me, which was pretty fucking amazing. So he goes up to bat for me, and they're like, yeah, whatever. We'll let you go out. Like, cool. So, it was obviously a lot more extensive than that. But so they sent me out 2 weeks later, and they're like, all right, you're going to go and you're going to do like 3 days or whatever. It's outside sales. So you need to see if you like it first, because this shit is not like for everyone. I'm like, cool, dude, I can do fucking whatever. I'm awesome. So I go out there, and a little backstory before I get into it. Me and the ex had been fighting at this point for about a year about everything. I worked 3 jobs. I worked 7 days a week. My Monday through Friday job was the job that I was getting at the time that I was getting promotion for. And then my 2 other jobs were, I bartended at 2 different bars. That's fucking playtime. So him and I used to argue all the time. I would go out and party and like have a good time. And he's just not a drinker, and that just wasn't his scene. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you can't be with somebody who's the complete opposite to you. Like, I understand opposites attract, but there has to be something, So we were on the outs for a while. Like, we just argued. Like, I would go out and I would do whatever the fuck I wanted, and I'd come back and we'd argue, and then I'd hate him all day, and then we'd make up, and then we'd break up, and then like I would tell him to move out, and he didn't, and then I would feel bad because we were together 7 years. So it was like one of those. Like, it's just a vicious cycle. Like, he's not a bad guy. He's really not, but he's just not the right guy for me. So there's the backstory. So back to it. So I go out to Vegas again 2 weeks after my girls' weekend. And I fucking love Vegas at this point. It's fucking always sunny. I was there in the middle of winter. It was warm. It was awesome. I do this job, and I fucking blew it out of the water. I was awesome. I was like, I can do this fucking 10 days a fucking week, just making up things, I was like, whatever, I'm fucking in. This job's awesome. I need to move out here. I need to just do this right now. So I get back, and I got back on, like, they let me take the red eye, of course, and then go to work the next day. So I took the red eye on Tuesday, and I got back Wednesday morning, went to work. And I was talking to them, like, I was talking to the people in my office, and I was like, I love Vegas. Like, it's awesome. This, that, and the other thing. And they're like, all right, good. Like, because you're moving in a week, right? And I was like, fucking bitches are crazy. What are you talking about? And I had like this fucking vindictive bitch of a fucking manager. So like, I think she hit it on me on purpose. So I was basically told on Wednesday afternoon that I needed to leave Wednesday morning and like be gone with it. So I was like, fuck. So I thought I had some time. I thought I had, a month, 2 months, something, not, 6 days, see you later. So I went into complete panic mode. I called everyone that I knew. I called fucking my family. I called the ex and I was like, oh, well, we're moving to Vegas. And then him and I got into yet another fight because I was ruining his life and his dream job and whatnot. And it was just frustrating. So I'm like, you know what? If you're not going to go, then you're not going to go. Because I can't spend my whole life just sitting here and like being here. So had I had more time to think about it and like dwell on it and like, am I really moving away from like everything I know, my friends, my family, I'm not going to know anyone. Like, had I had time to think about it, I would have been a chicken shit and I would have not done it. And I know myself, I wouldn't have done it. So I was like, dude, I just need to do it. Like, I have to. So it's like now or never. So I decided I was going to do it. So I called everyone and everyone's like taking my shit. I felt like I was being repoed on, So like, I would just be packing stuff. I didn't even talk to the ex for literally an entire week. Like I was doing my business plan. I had so much shit going on. I had people, the district sales manager was calling me all night because it's a 3-hour time difference. So like I was on the phone with him all night. I didn't know what to wear. I wore sweats to work for like 4 years. So I'm like, what the fuck am I doing right now? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. This is fucking crazy. I feel like I'm just literally just floating above myself watching me do all this. Like, this is insane. So I didn't even really talk to the ex. It was just like, you're either going or you're not. Well, he decided that he wanted to go, but he wasn't going to come out for like another month or two after I moved. All right, whatever. So Wednesday comes rolling around. I happen to be getting sued because of a car accident because this lady was a fucking great pretender. Anyways, I'm over it. So I had to do that before I could go like on my little road trip. And the entire week I had been arguing with my family because they're like, you need to bring someone with you. Somebody has to come with you. You're not going to go by yourself, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, who the fuck do you guys think you are? I'm like, oh, God, your family. I have to listen to you, son of a bitch. So the only thing that we agreed on was that my little sister, who was 19 at the time, was going to drive with me. 18 at the time, excuse me. Her and I had already gotten into so many fights before this. Like, I wanted to rip her fucking head off. And I was like, I don't think this is a good idea. Like, we get along, kind of, but I will fucking kill her. You have no idea. So, we decided on it. I go to my deposition or whatever. They settled. Yeah, it was an insurance claim. It was a car accident, whatever. I didn't have to pay money. I just didn't want to have to deal with it while I was in Vegas. So I did all that. I pack all my shit. Like, I remember that morning before I even did anything else. I remember waking up. My house was completely empty. Like, it just had a few things that the ex was going to move because we still had like 2 weeks left on our like lease or whatever. So I remember waking up and like being like, this is fucking surreal right now. And like, I wasn't sad about it. I wasn't nervous about it. I wasn't anxious. I wasn't anything. It was just like, let's do it, So I remember driving him to work because he didn't have a car. So I drove him to work and it was just like a normal day or whatever. Like I dropped him off in my usual parking spot. We have been fighting for a year at this point. And he's like, he looked at me and he's like, we're going to be good, right? Like, we're going to start new. We're going to be good. And I was just like, now in my head, I'm like, I have no fucking clue. I have no idea. But I didn't say that. I was a complete chicken shit. All I did was shake my head yes. Like, that was cool. Like, a little peck on the lips, and off he went. Now I'm not going to see him for, now I knew this, I wasn't going to see him for at least a month. And we've been dating at this point for 7 years. And the fact that it was just like, see you later, bye. Like, I gave my grandparents more of a goodbye than that. Like, it's got to tell you something. So, I don't know. I just been weird and I like overanalyze everything. So, I get home after all this shit. My sister's there, all my friends are there, my grandparents are there, like everyone's there, like say goodbye and take my stuff and whatever. So like, this is fine, no big deal. So, The shittiest thing my grandfather has ever said to me, now I call him Papa, I don't call him Grandpa. So the shittiest thing my Papa ever said to me, now he's my favorite person probably in the galaxy. Like, there is nobody else that I have ever listened to, because everyone who knows me knows I'm a stubborn fuck. Like, really fucking bad. So he's the only one I listen to, and like, he said the most hurtful, fucked up thing I've ever heard in my life. Now at this point, I only have 2 cats and a dog, so I had Jameson, Stinky, and Bear. And he goes, "Why don't you just leave him here?" What the fuck do you mean leave him here? He's like, "Oh, you're gonna take him in the car with you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, clearly that's what the plan is, because I'm leaving in like 10 minutes." He meant like, let him outside, like, go, see you later, like, cats be free, that I've fucking owned for 4 years. Like, just go out into the wilderness now. You're gonna live a city life on the street, and you're gonna have a horrible life, and you're gonna die in a year if you make it that long. The dog, you're allowed a dog out in the street, and he's a pit bull. Like, what the? Oh, so fucking, I've never been more mad in my life. That like solidified it for me. Like, I wasn't even mad, I was mad. I wasn't sad at all leaving. At all. Like, after that comment, I was just like, cool, bye. Gotta go. See ya. Packed all my shit in my car. Packed the cats. Packed the dog. Packed my sister. Everyone's in the fucking car. Let's go. So we just start beelining. The drive sucked asshole. Now, I hate to be graphic with you, but seriously, asshole. It was the fucking worst drive of my life. So we're driving, right? So whatever. I'm going fucking crazy at this point. My sister loves fucking junk food, like nasty ass food. This bitch can put back food like you wouldn't believe. I'm talking like 6 Big Macs, and I'm not even fucking exaggerating. I wish I was. So she would make me stop at McDonald's. Now, I don't eat fried food, really. Like, yeah, I'll have french fries and shit, but I'm talking like McDonald's, chain restaurants, what? I'll mess around with that. I feel like dog shit. So I'm like, dude, like, I reference it as to like, it's like eating rocks, because it just sits in your stomach and you feel like garbage and you can't do anything. So I was like, this is a terrible idea. So I eat it anyways, and the whole time I was like, this is a terrible idea. So we start going fucking crazy after like 4 hours of driving, because that's like my max, like max limit 4 hours. And then I'm like, get me out of this fucking car. I'm going crazy. My sister's on her cell phone with her fucking meathead of a boyfriend at the time. Nothing but arguing, like constant fucking bickering back and forth, nonsense, talking shit to each other. And I'm like, you guys are a motherfucking nightmare, dude. Like, shut the fuck up. I must stab you. Like, hang up the phone. I threw her phone probably more times than I can count. Just take it, back seat. See you later. You're done. Conversation over. So her and I were arguing about that. Like, the more I thought about it, the more like I heard their stupid fucking arguments, the more I'm like, dude, me and the ex have these stupid fucking arguments all the time. And it's not because like, you know, there's one thing like where it's actually like a legitimate argument, and there's another thing where you're just like fighting just because you can't stand the other person's face anymore. Like, you're fucking breathing too loud. Really, dude? Really, cat? Why is not fucking me during videos? So, sorry. So I'm like, you guys are just fucking hating yourselves right now, like, for even being together or whatnot. So, like, I just started, like, analyzing it towards my relationship, and I'm like, I'm fucked up. So anyways, we're still driving, we're singing. I'm singing just choruses of songs. Like, I don't even know the words. I just found one little catchphrase, and I would just sing it over and over again. The one that I kept singing was pair of jeans that fit just right. Something about drinking beer on a Friday night. Fucking chicken fried. That's what it is. Well, anyways, I just kept singing that line over and over again, completely wrong, until the song came on. And I thought I was like a fucking magician. I was like, see, every time I sing it, it fucking comes on. And my sister would be like, dude, you've been singing it for a fucking hour. Yeah, it's going to come on. So I'm like, whatever. You're just jealous of my secret power. So we were going fucking crazy. So I drove for like 15, 20 hours straight at this point. No, probably like 15 to be realistic, because I got a late start in the day. And my grandparents were calling. They gave me a bunch of money to like stay at hotels and for gas and whatnot, tolls and yada, yada, yada. Like, make sure you stay. Don't do more than like 8 hours of driving a day. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's gonna happen. Fuck you, Mel. I don't lie to my grandparents. I don't really fucking lie to anyone, to be honest with you, because quite frankly, I have a memory like a fucking goldfish. Even if I lied to you, I'd tell you the truth later because I just forget that I lied to you anyways. So I would have my sister just lie to my grandparents. Like, yeah, tell them we stopped. And she would just tell them. It's technically not me lying. Yeah, I told them eventually that I never stopped, but they don't need to know. They don't need to bother me while I'm driving. So my sister's fucking passed out, right? It's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Nobody's on the road besides 18-wheelers. That's just like the rule. Like, only 18-wheelers drive at that hour. So we're driving. My sister's sleeping. I am like falling out. Now, I've had like 10 5-hour energy drinks at this point, doing nothing. So I'm like, at the wheel. I'm like, this ain't good. All right, I can't see. Because trucks are like, it was raining and shit. So like all the kickback on the window, like I couldn't see shit. So I rolled down my window to like stay up. And my sister's like, close the fucking window, I'm freezing. And I'm like, would you rather freeze or would you rather die? Because it's pretty much what you got right now. Like, those are your options. Freeze or die, freeze or die, freeze or die. Well, she'd rather die because she yelled at me again. So I closed the window and finally, like, I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, I just gotta, like, lay down for a couple hours. So we finally stopped. And I snuck the dog, well, not snuck the dogs in, I snuck the cats in, actually. So I didn't have to pay another fee because I'm cheap. So anyways, we get up early in the morning and we start driving again. So this is day number fucking 2. So we hit, you know, the great fucking states of like Iowa, Arkansas. Those 2 states can go fuck themselves. They can literally disappear off the map, and I don't think anyone besides who lives there is gonna notice because those places suck penis. They're so terrible, so fucking terrible. So we're driving through Ohio, and I'm fucking batshit crazy at this time. Like, my eyes are all fucking wide and shit. I'm going nuts. I'm fucking pedal to the floor. I'm yelling at my sister. Me and my sister are in a fight because I yelled at her for yelling at her boyfriend. And, like, we were in a fight because she was yelling at him, not for calling her or whatever. I go, I wouldn't fucking call you either because you're always yelling like a fucking banshee woman, dude. Like, back up off people's shit. So she was not happy with me, and she didn't talk to me for like a couple hours. So I just kept being weird all by myself. So I just kept singing choruses and just being weird. And then my girlfriend, I call her Deacon. She's in a couple other stories. She and I used to do road trips all the time, more so like cruises, if anyone knows what that means. So her and I used to do cruises, and she made me a bunch of like mixed CDs, like back old school, back in the day, mixed CDs. So I'm putting on all these old jams, like Southside by Ashanti and like whomever. I'm singing at the top of my lungs. Me and my sister are finally getting along again. Or actually, no, we're not getting along yet. So she's still fucking mad at me. I get pulled over in fucking Iowa. And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Like, I'm not surprised that it happened because I was literally driving 100 the entire way there. It was bound to happen. But it only happened once. It was like a fucking miracle. So I was like, this is fucking sweet. G, put your tits down because she's got fucking huge tits and shit. It's just a freaking nature. So the guy pulls me over and walks over to her side, and she got her big boobs out. And I was like, nice. This is going to work. He's like, do you know how fast you're going? I was like, to be completely honest with you, yes, I do. Yes. But you have to understand, and he looked at my license plate, obviously, when he walked out. He's like, well, you're coming from New York, right? I said, yeah. I said, but I'm moving to Vegas, and, like, this drive is treacherous. Like, I'm dying right now. And I was like, my dog needs to pee. They're crying. The cats are crying. And my sister's crying. Like, I just threw everyone under the bus. Everyone's crying. I was like, everybody's crying. I'm about to cry right now because it's just too much. So he lets me off with a warning. Like, actually draws up a warning ticket. I'm like, motherfucker, I don't even know why you did that. I'm going to be in this state for like all of 5 minutes. Because that's all that was left of my trip in Iowa. I said, and then I'm never going to come back here ever in my life. Because I fucking hate it here. It sucks. There's nothing to do. They have the world's largest truck stop. Congratulations. You guys are the worst human beings on earth. That's all you got. So Whatever, lets me off with a warning. I was like, fucking sweet. So now me and my sister are talking again. We're fucking buddy, but she's still kind of fucking pissed at me. So we have all these like toll tickets or whatever. So she wants to see the toll ticket. I'm fucking deranged. I'm like, you want to see it? And she's like, yeah. I was like, you're going to have to sing the song for me. And she's like, what song? So I turn on Southside, and there's this part at the end of Southside that goes, ain't nothing but a thing, chicken wing on a string. And then Ashanti, in his really high-pitched voice, says, show me, like really loud, really high. And so I was like, if you want to see it, you're going to have to sing it. And she's like, you can't be fucking serious right now. I was like, oh, do you see how batshit crazy I am? She knows me. So she's like, dude, you're really not going to let me see it unless I sing it? I was like, you best fucking get your singing on, girl. So fucking she looks at me and she's like, show me, like the worst fucking screeching noise I've ever heard in my life. And she can actually sing. And I literally almost crashed my car. We were fucking laughing so hard I could not breathe. And I wish I could actually replay it for you, because if you were in my car and you were overtired, sick of driving, in a shitty ass fucking state, going nuts, and then like somebody busts out with that shit, you would have fucking pissed yourself, because I nearly did. I still to this day don't remember if I actually showed her the ticket or not. I don't think I did, and I think that was the most funny fucked up thing that I did the entire trip. Her and I were cool after that. Like, she wasn't mad at me anymore, and we were good. So we're driving, right? It only took me like 2 days to get there. So finally, I hit Colorado. Now I'm fucking cruising. Colorado, it's dark out, it's snowing. They fucking have windy corkscrew fucking streets. Minimum speed is like 45. I'm going off fucking runaway truck ramps and shit, flipping out, losing my mind. I'm like, somebody's gonna hit me. I've never been more terrified driving in my fucking life. Like, that has scarred me for life. Like, I'm never gonna be the same. So we're driving, whatever, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. My face is glued to my windshield. My sister is on the phone with my grandparents, who called 1 fucking trillion times. And I've never swore at my grandparents, to my knowledge. Like, I might have when I was a kid, and like whatever, probably got backhanded a whole bottle of hot sauce in my mouth. But as an adult, I have never swore at them like on purpose, like to actually like swear at them. Like, I might say shit or whatever on the phone with them, but whatever. Never actually swear at them to swear at them. And I was like, you better hang up the fucking phone. I can't fucking deal with this. Like, stop fucking calling me, and just lost it. And I felt like dog shit. And then I was fucking tired. This place sucked. Fuck Denver. Fuck you, Denver, Colorado. Okay, sorry if I have any subscribers from Denver, Colorado. But you know what? That place sucked dick to drive through. Like, let's get serious. So whatever. Then I try to find this hotel, which is a little rinky-dinky fucking Holiday Inn or whatnot. It accepted dogs. So I was like, cool. Like, I can bring my pets. So I roll in my sister, I roll in the dogs, whatever. I go to the bar. I was like, I can't fucking deal with this. So I go to the bar, and the bartender's like, you know, what can I get for you? Oh, fucking chipper. And I am fucking stone cold psychotic at this point. Like, I could probably kill someone and not even feel any remorse about it until like I'm out of Colorado, which then I probably wouldn't even care. So I said, okay, I want 5 shots of Jameson. I want 5 shots of whiskey, or not whiskey, excuse me, vodka. So she's like, are you serious? I go, yeah, I want 10 shots, 5 of them whiskey, 5 of them vodka. I go, what the fuck is up with this town? What's up with this state? And I just started losing my mind. Like, I was so not cool. I was so not cool. So my sister's been poisoning me with McDonald's for fucking 2 days. I couldn't deal with it anymore. And I asked her for a water. So that's really what I did. Whiskey, vodka, whiskey, vodka, whiskey, vodka, whiskey, vodka. Water. Fought with the townies for a bit. Made a bunch of friends. Like, after I fought with them. People love feisty, weird chicks. Like, completely out of their fucking mind. I love them. My sister had asked me for a drink before I went to the bar. And I was like, yeah, I'll bring one back for you, because she's only 18. So I was like, whatever. I go back to the room. Hammered. Like, so hammered, like, should not have even been talking hammered. And she's on Skype with her boyfriend or whatever, and I'm like, fucking whatever. And like, I didn't really know how to use Skype, so all you could see was like boobs. So I was like, hey, what's going on? He's like, nice rack. And I was like, nice face, fat head. So my sister finally gets off the computer with him. I was like, I'm sorry I took so long and I forgot your drink. She's like, you've only been gone like 15 minutes. I'm like, yeah, it's a record then. Count it. Her and I go out to my car. We smoke a little bit. We come back. My sister watches a fucking infomercial for like 6 hours because she's a weirdo. Pack up our shit, leave. I was in Vegas within hours. Like, drove through fucking Utah, and then I was in St. George, and my boss, the district sales manager at the time, was like, call me when you get to St. George, Utah. Okay, didn't call him. He called me. I was like, yeah, I just passed St. George. He's like, all right, call me when you get to Mesquite. And I was like, okay. Didn't call him. He called me. He's like, where are you? And I was like, I'm looking at the stratosphere, dude. Like, I'm almost to your house. And he's like, did you fucking take a hover jet? Like, how the fuck did you get here so fast? I was like, pedal to the floor. I'm sick of this shit. Like, I can't deal with it. I lost my fucking mind a while ago. And that's that story. That's just the drive. The weekend has more to it. But unfortunately, if I try to tell you the story, I'm going to run out of space. And this stupid asshole video won't upload. So here's your stinking blog, jerks. Now I'm going to go to bed. Subscribe. I hope you guys like it. And stay tuned for the other one. I will try to get that out so you guys can finish the whole weekend. And this is when I turn into a huge skank. I don't think I was one before, but maybe I was. Maybe it was just my inner skank coming out. That's a lie. I'm not really a skank. Maybe. Subscribe.